Hello everyone. Today my seminar is on Lucky Jim by Kingsley Amis. The novel is a satire on social class, personal ambition, and the absurdities of modern life. This novel was published in 1954 and became very popular. It made Amis famous and linked him with the angry young man, a group of writers who questioned authority and tradition. The novel is comic, but it also criticizes society. The story is about Jim Dixon, a lecturer at a provincial university. He wants to keep his job, but finds academic life boring and full of pretentious people. His boss, Professor Walsh, is absent-minded and pompous. Jim is stuck with Margaret Peel, a manipulative woman, but he actually loves Christine Callahan, who is more genuine. In the end, through a series of funny accidents, Jim gets a better job and Christine's love. That's why he called Lucky Jim. One of the main targets of satire in this novel is social class. Amis mocks the snobbery of the upper middle class characters. Bretton Walsh, for example, acts as if he is superior to everyone else because he paints and speaks in very artistic manner. But behind his attitude, he is shallow and arrogant. Jim, on the other hand, represents the ordinary middle class. He does not care about high culture or artistic pretensions. He often makes funny faces or mocking voices to imitate people like Breton and Professor Walsh. In this way, the novel ridicules the idea that higher class means higher intelligence or better character. Through Jim's perspective, Amis shows that class manners, social rituals, and pretentious language are ridiculous. He gives voice to the frustrations of many ordinary people who felt looked down upon the post-war Britain. Amis also satirizes personal ambition. Jim wants to succeed in his career, but often fails because of his clumsiness. Margaret Peel pretends to be weak and uses Jim's sympathy to control him. Pretend wants to be seen as a great artist, but his ambition is empty. The novel shows how people's dreams are often false or misguided. A big part of the satire is directed at universities. Professor Walsh represents the useless traditions of academia. Academic conference, music parties, and lectures are shown as boring and meaningless. One of the funniest scenes is Jim's drunken lecture, where he accidentally insults everything he was supposed to respect. This scene exposes the hollowness of academic seriousness. Finally, the novel shows the absurdities of everyday life. People pretend to be more than they are. Relationships are fake, and jobs can feel pointless. Success does not always come through hard work, but often through luck. Jim, who is careless and clumsy, ends up with better future just by chance. To conclude, Lucky Jim is not only a funny novel, but also sharp satire. It mocks the class system, false ambitions, and empty traditions of academia. At the same time, it shows the gap between real life and social expectations. That's why the novel remains important even today.